One fine day, when I arrived in school at exactly 6 in the morning, I heard the first bell. So I rapidly went to the classroom and sat on my armchair. It's a normal day for everyone. Teachers come to class one after the other. During our English class, our teacher discussed about essay writing and assigned everyone different topics. He asked me to write a prophecy about the future of our batch. So I reflected on many ideas and thoughts. He also reminded us that when the bell rang, all papers are needed to be submitted. I was diligently writing our class prophecy when I heard the very loud chime of our school bell that almost cracked my eardrum. Then suddenly, I was shocked when everything has changed. This bell brought me to the other dimension, the future. Our 3-story building turned into 8. It has elevator and CCTV cameras in all corners. Every student uses their own tablet species for their studies. As I walked through the corridor, I saw my old friend and now the principal of the school, Dr. Christine Armil, and had a short talk with her. She said that everyone from our batch became successful. She also said that many of our classmates became teachers, such as Ms. Jubel Lanusa, Ms. Melogin Drew, Mr. JC Janaya, Mr. Carlo Dumakit, and many more. The school was built and designed by Engineer Romano Albino and Architect Judy Ann Advincula. When I went home, I was frightened. Our 2-story house became a condominium. My old bicycle became a brand new sports car, and even my school uniforms were replaced by black tuxedos. When I checked the time, I saw some paperwork, confidential letters, and my ID in the center table, showing that I am already working in the biggest company in the world. Instead of thinking how it all happened, I sat on my couch and read a newspaper. Browsing the business pages, I saw familiar names included in the top 10 richest businessmen in the Philippines. Mr. Giancarlo Faustino, the owner of SM Prime. Mr. Jason Guadalquiver, the owner of the Philip Morris Fortune Tobacco. Mr. Ryan Silva, the owner of International Container Terminal Services. Mr. Pelmer Neri, the owner of JG Summit. Ms. Laika Marireyrata, the owner of DMCI. Ms. Rachel P. Manuel, the president of Alliance Global. Ms. Monica Jane Saturnino, the president of Ayala Corporation. Ms. Charlene Reyes, the owner of Metropolitan Bank. Ms. Shaira Mogol, the owner of Atok Big Wage, and Ms. Loreline Nabong, the president of San Miguel Corporation, are all parts of this list. The following day, on my way to my office, Ms. Janice Serrano, my secretary, called reminding me of my meeting with the Philippine President Jeremy Ahmed Almugem regarding the investment plans for the country. So in the afternoon, a private helicopter took me in Malacañang Palace. My attention was caught by the flight crew. I exclaimed, "Kate, is that you?" Yes, the tall pretty lady Kate Russell Clemente is still beautiful and blooming. She introduced me to the pilot, Captain Raymar Cuja, also from our batch. As soon as the helicopter descended, I walked to the doorway of the palace and saw a group of Chinese having conversation to a Filipino who is still multilingual interpreter, Miss Lyra Valdez. After the meeting, I felt hungry, so I went to a famous 5-star hotel owned by Mr. Marvin Blancaflor. I saw some familiar faces in this hotel, like Mr. Jim Louis Castillo, Miss Marijoy Castro, and Miss Charipe Rojas, the 3 famous chefs in the world. Meanwhile, I saw a magazine on the table, and I was shocked because I saw Miss Annie Salgado, Miss Laika Marireyrata, Mr. Alfredo Manambaga, and Mr. Edison Pereras, now the best designer who are renowned for their world-class creations. I also saw my old schoolmates, Miss Gina Macaranas, Miss Charlene Besid, and Miss Miriam Olpos, who are now considered as the sexiest and hottest model in our country. I spent my whole night at the hotel. On the next morning, as I turned on the television, I heard the blooming voice of the famous news anchor, Miss Precious Ann Donaire, covering the grand wedding of the drama actor, Mr. Mike Reinal Siliacay, and drama actress, Miss Rosemary Go, held at the Baraswain Church. I also saw General Peter Medinilla with his armed forces going to Mindanao for the peace talks with MILF in the news. After my breakfast meeting, I went inside my car and left. All of a sudden, I heard a familiar voice over the radio. Miss Karen Bunag and Miss Wilma Escalante are now the famous DJs of 101.1 Yes FM radio station. While driving, I saw a big billboard covering Miss Sheila May Onayan and Mr. Jerwin Alarcon as the host of the country's most popular talk show. With all the things that surprised me, I decided to go on a vacation. As I booked for a cruise getaway, Captains John Paul Abelino, John Derek Santos, Georgine Perez, Brian Rapada, and Jordan Liena were the ones in charge of the cruise ship I rented. A few minutes before boarding, a bell rang. The next thing I know, someone slapped my face. It was my classmate who is waking me up because I slept again during class hours. And as I always, I was unable to submit my essay on time because of daydreaming. Just like any other things, a bell rings with a purpose. To remind us that in life, there are beginnings, there are transition and endings. So we must make the most out of our high school life, because in real life, the stop and goes are not scheduled.